marketing@gmail.com. Make your business or event a success. Advertise with us.
I'm William Clarence Marshall, actor, narrator, singer, and voiceover artist. You're listening to the Art McKoy University Radio Show, the University of Common Sense.
Chief Marketing Officer.
All right. Thank you for joining us. My co-host, the host of the show, is out this week, Art McKoy, so we wish him well. He's out spending some time with the kids, so let's wish him well. We're going to get it started off. We're going to, the second hour, I want you to listen for the second hour. We're going to do something different with the music, so looking forward to that. We got some special guests calling in, but we're going to jump right off with the hotlines. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Caller, you are live on the air. Go ahead.
Hi, Mr. Sharp. It's Philip.
Hi, Philip. What's going on?
Hi. Good. I'm with Art McKoy in the BBCI.
Okay.
And besides, I don't talk to your viewers a lot about you, but I'm with the counterterrorism operation support.
Okay.
But I wanted to bring this up in Eagle Park because, you know, in your cities they got Bitcoin ATMs, 1.5, 0.9, 2.0, but they need a power center, correct?
Right.
All right. So we're going to go through some notes right now and why these guys duped East Cleveland, or what I know. I'm not stepping on the FBI toes. A lot of stuff was redacted in the news. There was a Chinese woman at one time. Now it's two Chinese people that the FBI came to get, you know, when they took their mugshot. In Neva Park, me and Art McKoy were there. They took their mugshot, and now those people disappear in this. You know, I think the FBI made Channel 358 19 News redact her name. I don't remember, but I know it was a female at that time, because in the crime report it comes up two operatives, Chinese, but at that time there was one. It's just kind of weird to me.
So are you saying that it's two citizens that came up missing?
Oh, no, it's two Chinese entities that were working in East Cleveland at that time.
Okay.
They were funneling money in the mayor's office, or got debouchled out of the money. But they put up the money before, besides the two other guys. I bring it up, Mr. Sharp, because if you look at the Akron report, there's a big problem down there in Akron. You know, it's the biggest big Cub Hoyt in Ohio.
Now, where are you? Just tell me where are you at on Bitcoin and the whole sort of scenario around Bitcoin.
Me, personally, being 50 years old, I don't believe. I think it's just it's an entity that brings money in. But that's just my per take. I'm not an expert on it. But I'm like any like old school guy. I want my money backed by diamonds, gold,
right,
tin, aluminum.
Something of a substance. I think, and this is just my opinion. I think Bitcoin is something that's kind of far off in the future because right now I just don't believe it's based on anything. I think as we look at the internet and get more involved with AI and all that stuff, it may be a commodity. It seems like a scheme right now because it's not based on anything.
Because you need a power line.
Right.
If you couldn't have 30, 40, 50 computers just ringing numbers all day. Like here, it was a News Channel 5 special assignment digging into Bitcoin mining. This happened at Harrison County, Ohio, Akron, before they were trying to say the O'Neill Park in East Cleveland. There's a debacle there. So they were trying to get a power hub.
And I've heard like really bad stories of people. I've heard really bad stories of people who wanted to cash out of Bitcoin and for whatever reason they weren't able to. I understand if you lose your password, there's like no way to get in to get your money to cash out.
It's not even Bitcoin. You have to have a separate password.
Right.
You have to have a mining company that goes into Bitcoin or Bitcoin. Yeah. I appreciate it.
Well, do me a favor. Keep on top of the story. I got to move along because the lines are blowing up. But keep up.
I know.
Keep up, and then come back and report. Okay.
All right, but it's in.
You could call back next hour.
A park because it's an in.
Tell me you could call back next hour.
Okay. Yeah, you can do me a favor. Just call back next hour and give us a report. All right. 216-578.
Thank you, Mr. Shutt.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
216-578-1490 is the caller number. 216-578-1490 is the caller number. Caller, you are live on the air. Go ahead.
This is Big Sheriff calling in with the sports report only on, of course, the University College of Common Sense Country Western show.
What's going on, Big
And
Sheriff?
the reason that, first of all, I'm calling representing Matty B's international floral arrangement at 216-334-9820. I want to thank the College of Common Sense radio show for keeping their word, coming down to the Dialogue Center, the major rent party to kick it alongside a couple of council people, Mr. Laura Cowan, Brother Louis from the Call and Post newspaper came through, and Big Sheriff finally has, hanging up in my business office, the Art McKoy radio show autograph poster. So I appreciate you for keeping your word.
No, you got it.
The NCAA men's basketball Final Four came down to Houston beating Duke and Florida beating Auburn yesterday. And the excellent thing about it is tomorrow they both meet for the championship game. And the women's Final Four, actually it was the championship game where the number 2 UConn Huskies by definitive score of 82-59 just beat the number 1 seeded South Carolina Gamecocks. Again, that score is 82-59. It just ended as this show was coming on air. Also, right now, top of the 5th is the Cleveland Guardians 2 to Los Angeles Angels 2-all, and the Cleveland Guardians are at 3-5. We're struggling at the beginning of the season, but we've got a long season ahead of us.
Big Sheriff, when is the home opener?
The home opener is this coming Monday.
Oh,
tomorrow.
Okay. Okay, because I'm down there and they started turning on the lights and putting the reader boards up. Started lighting up. I said, so it's coming soon. I just didn't take the time to look and see. So you're saying tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, it is I will say, that day will probably be a holiday locally for everybody. Because that's when a lot of people don't go to work and a few other things like that. Wait a minute, I'm a day behind. Tuesday, April 8th.
Tuesday, April 8th.
Against the Chicago White Sox.
Do
So
you-
it'll be
what
Tuesday,
time?
April 8th.
What time?
4:10 p.m.
Okay, yeah, so it should be fireworks after, because by the time that's over,
Yeah.
it should be dark. Yep, that's about right. All right.
And also, the home opener is Tuesday. And also, the Sacramento Kings today, with their record of 37-40, will be facing the Cleveland Cavaliers in Cleveland.
Oh, yeah.
62-15 is the current record. And it's looking like it's going to be a phenomenal, I'll say, playoff picture for the Cleveland Cavaliers. A lot of people didn't expect to see the Cleveland Cavaliers do what they were doing, but they have that. I will be calling back in to let people know the score on that throughout the game. And I just wanted to thank everybody for tuning in once again. And as I prepare to get off the phone, the song that we are debuting happens to be called, I'm sure you'll appreciate it, it's called Politician, featuring Jeff Mixon of Black Lives Matter, Cuyahoga County, Big Sheriff, and Motley. It's called Politician, and I'll leave you all with that.
All right, we'll see you in the second hour. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Minds are open in disbelief. Love in the house is disbelief. Scatter all your haters.
We'll listen to it for 1 minute.
All your haters. Tonight we free. Tonight we free. Jeff in the house. Squash the beat. Jeff in the house. Squash the beat. Donald Trump want us obsolete. Donald Trump want us obsolete. Black Lives Matter. Tonight we free. Black Lives Matter. Tonight we free. Elon Musk. Catastrophe. Catastrophe. Hate Ukraine. Audacity. American cities. Absentee. BS keep relaxing me.
All right, that was Politician. Thanks again, Big Sheriff. We're going to keep it rolling. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Caller, you are live on the air. Go ahead.
Hi, this is Tracy with the Black Revolutionary Collective. How are you?
Hi, Tracy. How are you doing? Welcome to the show.
I am good. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me on the show. I'm excited to talk to you, everybody on the radio waves today. Where should I start?
So I was going to say, Tracy, can you tell us a little bit about your program and then how you got involved with it?
Okay, sure. So I am a part of an organization called the Black Revolutionary Collective. It is an international community organization just focused on rebuilding and protecting all Black communities everywhere, internationally, of course. So how I got started was, I guess the short story of it is, after the election, I had to find something to keep me focused and distracted from what was actually about to happen. I had been doing some research, just trying to find something that kind of involved myself more with the community and find some more, purpose with my life. I came across the president on a TikTok. She came across a TikTok. And I just liked the information that she was sharing. She was sharing a lot of Black history and just connecting it with how we need to apply it to our lives today. So from there, I just did my little research, found her website, and I instantly joined because I appreciated what it was about. She wasn't doing a lot of selling or anything like that with the organization. It was more so just like, hey, we need to step up and we need to do something with our community because it's clear that we're pushed out and we're not included, especially with this administration.
Right.
So I joined, when you become a member, she sends you emails and newsletters and Zoom links for Monday and Wednesday meetings where she'll answer questions, listen to our needs for our communities in different areas of the United States. And she just put out a call for us to step up. She was saying there are 7 departments that she is looking to organize in each area, and I took the call.
All right.
I just sent her an email and told her, yeah, I'm willing to step up for Cleveland.
So look, the issues are so big, given that this jumped off because of the election, and I'm assuming what people kind of thought was coming down the pipe. So what are some of the bullet point areas that the program kind of drills down on, or issues, I would say?
Well, the bulk of it is to mainly educate our community. So we want to definitely educate our community. And I guess it would probably be easier if I just discuss the departments that are involved in the organization. So there's a political department that's focused on developing and implementing a political agenda for both the local and federal level of the government. We need those in that department to just be involved with the political arena within our local areas. An economic power department to help build capital and land ownership for our communities. A health and wellness department that's dedicated towards improving our health and well-being in the Black community. And definitely you can't have an organization without a youth department because, it's all about the youth. And just looking to take strategic action in helping the youth come out of gang life, dealing with the incarcerated youth, tutoring, food programs, sport programs, and things to help, keep them developed and build them in those areas. A prison to home department to assist our brothers and sisters that are, getting their lives back on track after release, and a homeless department for dealing with our Black adult and youth homeless population.
All right, so the first one, the political department, kind of on the ground, given the situation in Ohio and obviously Cleveland, Ohio, what does some of that outreach programming look like?
Well, what we're looking for is someone that's willing to go to the meetings that are held, the town halls, work with the Board of Education department, look into policy writing, and attending like city council meetings, school board meetings, and speaking on behalf of the organization as well in those meetings with senators and House representatives.
Gotcha. So now tell me this, if somebody wanted to get involved, how would they get involved?
Well, the first thing I would do is go to the website, blackrevolutionarycollective.com. Go to the website, and because I'm a researcher, I'm going to look into everything that I do. I would suggest that anyone else that's interested would do the same thing. But you want to become a member. It's a link on the website for membership. The form is very small. It's nothing. I mean, there's no commitment or anything like that. But it does keep you in the loop. So you want to, provide your email and your name and address information. Receive the emails and join the Zoom. Because it's a private organization, you won't be able to actually participate in anything unless you are a member, because that's how you receive the Zoom links for the meetings, which again, they're every Monday and Wednesday. That's how you receive the newsletters. That's how you receive the invites to the in-person meetings. We've had 2 in-person meetings in Cleveland already, and we're working on a third. It's probably going to be the last Saturday of April for this month. But the only way to receive that information is by becoming a member and providing your email so that you can receive the invite to join the in-person meeting.
Okay, so if I'm becoming a member, I am largely attending the Zoom meetings, and like you said, there are some in-person meetings. So out of these 6, what is sort of, do you have any like events planned in regards to these 6 bullet points?
Well, that is what's actually being built now.
Okay.
So with the in-person meetings, we are actually looking to find people that's willing to step up and become a part of these departments. And it's actually 7, because I didn't mention the community events department. The community events department is there to just implement the events and activities for the community. So
you're right, that is
okay. Yep. So that's what the in-person meetings are all about. We're looking for the volunteers and those that are courageous enough to step up to, help put these departments in full organization. The organization is actually headquartered in Chicago, and it's been in operation for about 5 years. And it just started to make ground throughout the nation. And actually, she just held her first meeting in South Africa a couple of Saturdays ago. So it's a chapter there as well. So it's international and it's gaining ground.
Okay, so you're looking for people who want to channel their energy and whatever based on this last election. So this would be an outlet. You are the chapter lead for Cleveland?
Yes, I am one of the advocates. There's another advocate. We work together for the chapter in Cleveland, yes. Okay,
so I want to ask you this. If you can, call back into the show as you get updates, you got events coming out, feel free to call back into the show to make those announcements and keep us abreast. So one more time, introduce yourself and how people can join this group.
Absolutely. My name is Tracy Willis. I'm an advocate with the Black Revolutionary Collective. If you're interested in any information, I strongly suggest that you go to the website, blackrevolutionarycollective.com, and it's Black Revolutionary Collective across all platforms. YouTube, there are videos on YouTube, and she's on TikTok as well. Go there, take a look at everything, join, become a member so you can stay in the loop, and join the Zoom meetings on Mondays and Wednesdays for all the members.
Well, all right, Tracy, we love having you. Like I said, any upcoming events or announcements that you have, feel free to call in the show and keep us updated, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. Thank you for taking my call.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. We're going to keep it rolling. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Calling you live on the air. Go ahead.
Hello, this is Dante Taylor. How are you?
Hey, Dante. What's going on?
All kinds of things are going on, and it's revving up for this election. Every time you read the list, it's new people joining different races.
Now, when you say that, you mean that it's new people joining the mayor's race, city council race, judicial race? You got to be specific.
The city council races.
So the city council race is only, so nobody's joining the mayor's race?
It hasn't been nobody lately.
Mm-hmm.
Lately. And we haven't well, when you look at the list for mayors,
Mm-hmm.
mayor candidates, you don't see Justin Bieber's name up there yet.
Well, the filing deadline ain't came yet.
I know.
So it's a lot of space between now and then, as people can file. So you're gonna see a lot more people joining either city council, judicial too. You got to keep an eye on that. That's really important to us.
You got to keep your eye on the judges' races too.
Yeah. So Dantes, I do want to tell you, it was great seeing you over at Kipling. I believe when was that, Saturday? When did we go over there?
That was Wednesday.
That was Wednesday. Jesus, the day's just flying by. Yeah, so I was happy to see you in person, that you up and moving around. It was just really great to see you.
Yes, and coming up and starting in May, Art McKoy will be announcing my 23rd annual Gospel Bulletins 2025 anniversary. He will be start after April, after May 11th. He will be start announcing my Gospel Fest and everything else. So and I hope that Billy Sharp will be at this event, and it's June 22nd.
Well, I have to see if I can make it, if I can get it on the calendar. But we appreciate you making that early announcement. Dantes, I got to keep it moving because the phone lines are blowing up. Like I said, really, really good to meet you.
Because he's going to be at this event too. Art McKoy trying to do. He's going to be doing it live at this event.
All right. Well, Dantes, thank you.
Stay tuned to the flyer and everything, and he will, and we will get it together.
All right. Thank you for calling in. We're gonna keep going. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Calling you live on the air. You got a lot of background noise.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. My name is Ramon Holly again. Ramon Holly. I had called in last Sunday about my wrongful incarceration, and I'm just trying to reach out to some people that can help me in this situation with exposing the court corruption in Lake County, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got some brothers that's in here incarcerated with me, that's in here on wrongful indictments with copy written indictments and stuff like that, which have no bills and everything. So it's like those who hold higher authority in the judicial system turning their back towards this corruption, and they just leaving us in here in these prisons without having justice.
All right, so Jerome, give the listener and viewer a little bit of your backstory, how you got there, and what's the circumstances. Go ahead.
Well, I had dropped my daughter off in Columbus, and a so-called officer at age 91 named Chris Bailey basically said that he did an investigation towards me, and I was restricted from leaving Lake and Cuyahoga counties, but the record showed that I was allowed to go anywhere in Ohio, just couldn't leave Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And when we got to Columbus, I went in the store, got some things for my daughter, and came out and gave her a kiss and put her in the car with her mother.
Mm-hmm.
And we left from there, and the driver basically went to Cleveland, and whatever he did in Cleveland, that was on him. So we went back to his house, and from me using the bathroom, leaving his house, he didn't use his left turn signal, and he took the police on a high-speed chase, and the package come out of the window. And they tried to say that I threw the package out of the window, but they had evidence because the officer said that it was the East Lake vehicle that showed his hand throwing the package out of the window.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, this court, they basically wrongfully convict me, man. They also they hid evidence. they gave me an attorney that represented the so-called state witness, and he wouldn't present certain evidence during the suppression hearing and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Can he mention what evidence that was not talked about?
10.5 years behind this, and they'll have
Can he mention what evidence?
told Bob the same drugs that were thrown out his window they found in his house. They never did no DNA on the bag or nothing to see if my fingerprints was on it. And the same lady, head forensic editor, lady named Kimberly A. Gilson, she got fired for tampering with evidence.
Mm-hmm. So tell me this. So right now, you serving a sentence, or you waiting for a still court date?
No, I'm serving a sentence. I'm doing 11 years, 11 to 16.5 years.
All right. And so
that I did nothing.
So do you have appeals into the judge already?
Well, I got a delayed appeal that I'm filing now, but they hide the record.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't even giving me the right paperwork to file my appeal. The attorney that they gave me, he did give me the journal entry so I could file for the appeal.
So if somebody from the outside wanted to help you on your behalf, what information can you give them that they can then take and go and try to do something on your behalf?
I got a dish with the officer saying that at my mother's house, and I got motion of discovery where I could send to my mom and they can look it up.
No. I'm saying if I'm listening right now, what information would you be able to give me if I wanted to go look up the case and then try to help you out on your behalf? I mean, like, is it a case number? Go ahead.
Yeah, you can look up Ramon Holly 2025 motion to suppress evidence hearing, and you will be able to see the errors that they did. Like, they don't got no proof I did anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and then you could go on the Lake County the docket, and you will see that it's affidavits that I filed that they restricted from the record because they didn't want me putting the so-called forensic analysts out there.
Mm-hmm.
Kimberly Gilson and the clerk of courts will hide the records.
And just so I'm correct, it is Jerome Holly, right?
No, it's Ramon.
Ramon.
R-O-M-O-N-E.
Okay, Ramon
Holly. H-O-L-L-E-Y.
I just want to make sure everybody could get that correct if they write it down. It's Ramon Holly. All right, Ramon, do me a favor. Keep calling in. Keep us updated, and let us know what's going on with you. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Calling you live on the air. Go ahead.
Hello.
You live on the air. Go ahead.
All right. No, I don't know why I've been listening to the show for a while,
right.
But I'm calling. I'm still frustrated with Trump. Let's get back what's going on in this.
Okay, so first introduce yourself.
I'm Robert.
All right, go ahead, Robert.
I'd like to tell you, Robert Williams.
Robert Williams. All right, go ahead.
Basically, as I was saying, I'm going to get back with I'm tired of the main story that he's going through. Young man, with all our young men being incarcerated for little or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going through a situation right now, looking at Donald Trump, where he put out a 50 million gold card, telling people if they want to buy one.
Mm-hmm.
And where he can put the country in this situation with all this terrorists and stuff,
mm-hmm.
and to say people gonna hurt, they got to hurt, they got to suffer. But this stuff that he's talking about is for the years, 4, 5, or 8 years down the road.
Mm-hmm.
But I just call in and I'm going through a situation right now where I've got a basement loose.
Mm-hmm.
And I call these companies and these, section of people from England, they come and look at it. And the prices is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I can't find a black company or a black gentleman that does basement, so I cannot get ripped off while I bought a house where the people left Calhoun County and live in the suburbs now, but the house when I bought it, you know, things won't go wrong. I've been in the house for 22 years. But I hadn't been able to do the basement, and so when you go to the city say, yeah, we'll help you. Them workers take a number, you call them, but they don't ever answer the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I ain't looking for nothing free, but if you and out there can get my number off the air and get me some sort of black gentleman, have him call me, and we should have some black gentlemen or black people out here that know that basement stuff, and not to have these spectacle people from England charge me $39,000 just to do my basement.
All right, so this is what I want you to do. I want you to hang tight and Talking John and write your number down, and we'll see what we can do. Okay?
All right, I appreciate it.
All right. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Calling you live on the air. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is the Musketeer Association CEO and founder, Rukaya Abdul Takurin. And it's such an honor to be on the show. I met Art today.
Mm-hmm. And how are you today?
Oh, I'm feeling like I just am rising and not going down. That's how I feel.
All right. Well, can you tell us a little bit about your program?
So we're going to have the Did You Know show at the Art Barbershop, featuring Monica Malik, and her story about how she herself rose above the trauma that had been in her life.
Mm-hmm.
And how she began to bring healing and a method of dealing with trauma in a manner that makes you excel than bring you down. So our featured topic is healing and rising above the trauma. So we want to introduce the community to all the heroes in our community who have been dealing with the traumatization from, let's just say you can fathom like 60 years, but it's way long before that.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. It's the man-made disease of trauma that has been plaguing and infecting our community.
Now, what is the time and date that this is going to happen?
This is going to happen on Saturday, April 12th, and we will start the show at 9 a.m. in the morning. This
move in the program, that's the hours.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. You live on the air.
Hello?
Hello? All right.
Yeah, no, I was just calling. We made a mistake and hung up on it. We were trying to stay in on the show.
All right. Well, all right. Talking John, see how you can keep him in. All right. So we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna go into another song. Talking John, if you can cue up the next song. All right, we're going to go into the Week in Headline News. Week in Headline News is brought to you by Billy Sharp Omni Media Advertising Company. Advertise with us here on the Art McKoy Radio Show. Take advantage of our advertising specials. You can reach us at 216-457-9510. 216-457-9510. All right, this is your Week in Headline News. The U.S. Department of Defense has taken a sideline. There's a judge that issued an order for a detainee that was sent to a prison far away. The judge issued an order for that person who was wrongly sent to this imprisonment camp for them to return. The DOJ took the position that this person was rightfully sent, and the judge has an order out for them to have that person returned. So let's see how that turns out. So flooding in the U.S. South has claimed the lives of 18 people. This was started by some tornadoes and then some massive flooding. So let's pray for those people in the Midwest who are taking this on. Really, really sad news. 18 people lost. The U.S. stock market lost $11 trillion since Inauguration Day. Some $6 trillion was wiped away since between Thursday and Friday. This obviously is a result of the president's tariff war that he has started. The Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Spurs this past Friday, 114 to 113 by 1 point. Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Spurs 1 point, 114 to 113. Your 6-day forecast Monday is some snow, cloudy, rain, just a mixture of everything. High 43, low 28. Tuesday, snow, high 35, low 32. Wednesday, cloudy, high 40, low 36. And Thursday, the mixture is back. It's rain, sleet, snow, high 46, low 39. And Friday, some sun. Some sun is going to be out, but it's partly cloudy. High 43, low 40. And Saturday, same thing, partly cloudy with sun. High 46, low 42. And that is your 6-day forecast. This was your weekend headline news, sponsored by Billy Sharp Omni Media, an advertising company. Advertise with us here on the Art McKoy Radio Show. Take advantage of the specials that we have going on. You can reach us at 216-457-9510, 216-457-9510. So let's get back to the phone lines. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. 216-578-1490 is the calling number. Caller, you are live on the air. Go ahead.
Yes, the phone lines up. This is the Musketeer Association of Rukaya Abdul Takalini, and we were talking about the Did You Know show.
Yes, so you were giving me the date. You were saying it's going to take place Saturday, April what?
April 12th, which is Saturday.
12th, okay.
And we'll be covering the whole block of all the different...
Hold on one second. And what time?
We start at 9, and we'll go from 9 to 1.
Okay, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Live on social media.
Mm-hmm.
People are also welcome to come down and be on the show and be interviewed and tell their story. It's all about the traumatization that we have been infected with for, and I'll say it, over 400 years of our community with BBI, Black, Brown, Indigenous community. But in this interim, we've had heroes and heroines who have risen above that traumatization that's been generational. Has done some amazing things in our community that our children don't even know about. And they need to know these real heroes. They need to know that they don't have to do the negative in order to achieve their life to live in this community. We should be thriving together. Instead, we are falling apart. And our future is being flushed down the drain. And we need to stop that. So the Did You Know show has come here to Cleveland to introduce the real heroes and heroines in our community and to stop the man-made disease of trauma and MDT.
Okay, if somebody wanted to get more information, how would they reach out to you?
They can reach us by phone, call line, and a text number 937-304-8854. They can go to our website, musketeerassociation.org. One word, musketeerassociation.org. They also are welcome to email us at one4all and all for the number 1 hotmail.com.
Okay. All right. Well, give us that time and date of the upcoming event and location.
It is Saturday, April 12th, 2025. We will start at 9 a.m. all the way to 1. And for children that come out, we are trying to get an ice cream truck there so that we can also get them ice cream. And my understanding, the barbershop has some excellent barbers and hair braiders, well, at least stylists, I'll put it that way, that will be welcoming any of the children coming. We, the Musketeer Association, is going to bring a few children with us who could use some tender, loving care in our community. This is what we do. We're a nonprofit, and we reach out to help our future see a future of definitely positiveness. So the address is 14064 Euclid Avenue, East Cleveland, 44112. And that is 14064 Euclid Avenue, East Cleveland. Please come out, everyone, as much as you can, or tune in on Facebook or social media. You're going to find us live streaming.
All right. Well, do us a favor. Call back in next week and give us an update on how the event went. Okay.
Okay. Will you come down?
I don't know if I can. I have a lot on my schedule.
Join in with us. Let us show our community how we are together supporting each other.
Well, I have a lot.
The children are missing.
I have a lot on my schedule, so I don't try not to make commitments I can't keep.
No, I'm just saying try.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Appreciate it. Have a great day.
You too. 216-578-1490 is the caller number. 216-578-1490 is the caller number. Caller, you go ahead. You're live on the air.
Black House Sound. How we doing today?
All right.
All right. I was calling in because I played one of our tracks called Politician earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to call in and just tell you all thank you for supporting Black House Sound. Black House Sound will continue supporting the community and trying to bring awareness of what's going on in life.
Nope, you got it. And thank you. Keep the music coming. We appreciate it.
Thank you. I'm Joseph Motley Jr., the founder of Black House Sound. Y'all have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Talking Jockey, we'll get one more song before we go to the second hour. Maybe two more songs.
On a warm summer's eve, on a train bound to Dover.
All right, that was Kenny Rogers, Know When to Hold 'Em, the Gambler. So I wanted to drill back down, and I got a special request coming up in hour two. We'll get that song on for you in hour two. Drilling back down on this, the $6 trillion that was lost over the last 2 days between Thursday and Friday. It's one of the biggest stock fall-offs in our history. I think this story doesn't kind of really hit everyday people because not everyday people have money in the stock market. But what I can say, people who have retirement or were looking at retirement or at 401ks got to be really nervous right now because you don't know where this is going to go. I think it's agonizing. I think in order to turn this around, even if tariffs were taken off tomorrow, the effects of this are going to be long term. You got companies thinking, well, based on the tariffs, let me start buying land in the United States to start to make products here, right? But if the tariffs come off in this sort of whack-a-mole kind of way, you don't know what that's going to look like 6 months from now. The tariffs come off 6 months from now. Now you've spent all this money buying land and building to make products here. Now tariffs are lifted, and we back buying products from overseas. You kind of stuck. This is just a really weird and difficult time to be in when it comes to that. I think you talk about getting subject matter off the headlines. I think this was a gross attempt of getting the security breach issue off the line, because it certainly did that, because this week nobody was talking about the massive security breach we had just a week ago, because they're now talking about the tariffs that were put in place. I mean, with good reason. You talk about $6 trillion that just was wiped away in 2 days, and we are nervous to see what stock market looks like, what stock market's going to look like Monday morning, because now other countries are imposing tariffs on our products. All right, so we're gonna get another song in, and then we should be heading to a break for our second hour. All right, 216-578-1490 is the caller number. 216-578-1490 is the caller number. Caller, you are live on the air. Go ahead. Caller, you live on the air. Go ahead. We got 1 minute before we go into our second hour.
Okay. Good evening. This is PulsePoint.net, calling in to let you all know that next Saturday at Superfly Barbershop, the address is 14064 Euclid Avenue, East Cleveland, Ohio, right across the street from East Cleveland Library. We're going to have a live podcast from the Did You Know show. And PulsePoint.net is an event that we're sponsoring, and it's through the Musketeers. It's an honor and a privilege to do this show. So we're going to be on from 9 until, I'm not mistaken, 1. So we'll be there a little bit later.
A young lady just called in and gave us that information. You'll be there Saturday, April 12th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Art McKoy Barbershop. Yep.
Yes. This is Miss Pulse Point calling in too. So,
all right. Well, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
every piece was small, and I didn't have a coat. It was way down in the fall. Mama sewed the rags together, so in every piece with love, she made my coat of many colors that I was so proud of.
The proceeding was a paid program brought to you by the Art McKoy University Radio Show. The views and opinions expressed are those of the sponsor and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of this station or its management. 1490 WERE, Cleveland Heights, WZAK HD3 Cleveland, and Urban 1